Yeah, sorry for lack of updates the past couple days, but really just one, not really have anything to update, and not wanting to do another review video or discussion video right away, because that having so many of those in a row really got boring and tedious to edit when I was first starting this. Whatever. But funny stuff happened in class on Monday, so I was like, can't really record that. And so nothing really there. And then yesterday, launched a new chapter of my story, so it's just like, don't really want to be stuck with that. Up late working on it too, so, or finishing the edit on it, and then in the end just didn't really feel like recording anything. So I know. So we're looking forward to test next week, which will be good. Right before long break. Well, sort of long break, because we only get Wednesday off, but a lot of us only have like Monday, Wednesday classes, so we get a extended weekend. Not counting online stuff, but it'll be an easy test, just sorts and recursion. really nothing hard. So, see how that goes. But till then, we'll see. I really cannot wait for the smoking ban on this campus. Oh God, have lots of people walk by holding cigarettes right at face level, so it's just like, thank you. I really love getting your secondhand cancer. But just wanted to do a quick little note here. Besides that, I also saw a van that had markings saying that it's from, quote, Diablo Canyon or Diablo Valley College. Since I went to school in Cal Poly, I know all about Diablo Canyon, which is a local nuclear power plant right there. So I was like, wait, what? For a moment. That was interesting. I actually had a friend who had helped with the radiation study, because, monitoring our nuclear power plants should be something you get funding for, but apparently the U.S. government doesn't think that's worth it. And we're one of the few schools that actually does it. So he would go out there and collect water just in case there's like a leak or something. And he said, aside from it being warmer than normal, it was perfectly safe to swim around in, and there's nothing really wrong with the water out in Diablo Canyon. Also, he said there was an interesting colored foam that it generates. Still, it doesn't really make you feel better, but when you consider the fact that most radiation has a hard time penetrating water, and if you read Randall Monroe's What If blog, he does cover the fact that swimming in a radiation tank is a lot safer than walking around the plant. Just don't swim too low, or else you're going to get a very, very quick fatal dose of radiation. Swimming in Diablo Canyon is perfectly fine. Connected to that, Diablo Canyon's right next to Avila Beach, which is a very popular beach in the area. One of my biology professors noticed an interesting congruency in California popular surfing beaches, is that they are seemingly right next to sewer outlets. So we had
Avila Beach, Morro Bay is a decent surfing beach, and Cayucas is a decent one, and that's right where all of their water treatment lets out, which is very concerning for Morro Bay because they have the ocean right there that are only like one or two treatment plant instead of like a full treatment plant. So some of the stuff that they're pumping out into the water you swim in isn't necessarily that good for you. Yeah. I have a story I want to tell later, so I'm going to do that once I get home. I got to get food first. The car ahead of me in getting coffee was not going forward while I was pulling in and getting my order, and didn't really take off until after I got my order and started pulling forward. And just to prove how nerdy I am, and this is where the story's going, I was thinking, God really has rubber band AI. Just how nerdy I am. That's the only reason why I'm recording this right now. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I think I said that enough times this bit. Alright, fed, cleaned up under some covers since it's getting cold here, which finally. And now I guess it's story time. Story is actually a weird dream I had last night, and I think it's just interestingly weird that I want to share it, especially since nothing else really to report today. So I was out with my dad's family, picking my grandmother up from a nursing home she was in. I have no idea what nursing home or whatever, because definitely wasn't a place I recognized. And definitely wasn't her old condo that she and my grandpa used to have. But anyway, we're picking her up there because we're all going to go out as a family that day. Brother was also living at that place because weird dream reasons. So I went to pick him up. We ended up watching a bit of a Simpsons episode where part of the story was Smithers had a lifelike replica of Burns made, which was very weird, and I thought it was weird and is called to show out for being creepy. And then my brother said that wasn't that bad, and equated having the replica of Mr. Burns to owning a Rainbow Dash doll, which is very weird, and I just was like, oh, yeah, let the argument drop there. But after we got him, we all got into our cars and went out on our trip because we were going to Disneyland. I grew up in Southern California, so Disneyland is the place. Is where it's the Disney location of choice. So yeah, all of us got there. Well, it was my brother and I got there because we were traveling with my dad, and because we didn't want to wait for the rest of the family to show up, and my dad had the tickets. We got ours and got to go in first, and then while we're in line about to get in, the park announcement system comes on, and apparently their new Star Wars exhibit turned into some sort of Jurassic World thing and started going crazy. And we were just peeved that we had to go to a different entrance to get into the park. All the while Jurassic World type situation was going down. And so we finally got in, and Dream ended right after we got in, and apparently they'd hired Will Wheaton to be a Jedi for a show or something. So we had Wesley Crusher going around with a lightsaber. So yeah, that got sort of wish I could have seen more. I bet Will Wheaton would love to be hired as a Jedi or something. Although he'd probably want to have a look at the script first, knowing how tentative most of us are about anything Star Wars these days. So still couldn't be worse than the prequels. But yeah, there's my weird dream story that I wanted to share today, and that's it. And see you guys around. Have a good one.